What's going on, YouTube? We're going to work out a little bit. We're going to talk about, chosen ones. He's a narcissist, right? First of all, I want to say that I want to talk about minding your, not minding your business, but keeping your business to yourself, right? So, the best way to be the narcissist, move in silence. Don't tell anybody any of your business. Friends, family, wife, husband, whatever, girlfriend, boyfriend, don't tell anybody anything. A narcissist needs to know what your plan is so they can sabotage it. If you don't say anything, then they can't sabotage your plan. See, that's how you beat them. And they can try to guess what you're going to do, but if you're random, they'll never know. Just remember that. And again, if you want to see a full workout, you got to check me out on TikTok. I'm not really doing this YouTube thing for fitness. It's really about talking about narcissism and narcissists and how to get away from them. So move in silence. Stop talking about what you're going to do, just do it. Okay? Stop telling everybody what you're going to do. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, ooh, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, man. Just do it. Just do it. Let your actions speak for themselves. Gotta tell anybody what you're going to do. That's what we always mess up. Chosen ones, we always like letting everybody know, because, we're just excited. We're not bragging, we're just excited, right? I'm about to do this, da 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 da. And then, we don't know, man, people are plotting on you. People are plotting on you, like, oh yeah, really? Taking notes, gotta be careful. You got my man, you already know you gotta move in silence. You know what I mean? There ain't no running around telling everybody what you're gonna do and I had to learn that the hard way, man. I still got a big mouth, but I don't tell nobody none of my business of what I'm gonna do, when I'm gonna do it, how I'm gonna do it. No. I still talk like I'm talking right now. I was just on TikTok for an hour talking. Still talking, but I ain't telling nobody none of my business. You won't know that. And that's the easiest way to be the narcissist. Because we gotta think look, back 10 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever, man, we didn't know what these people were. There was no term for them. It'd be just like some weirdo. You just be like, man, I do everything I can for this person. What's, why they keep trying to mess with my head and stuff? That's right. And you know what you can also do, because I know you probably do it too. Man, you can divert them, man. You can start talking about something else, divert their attention, make them think you're going in one direction. Man, you way over here in left field. You know what I mean? That's how you can catch them too, man. See who's really paying you too close attention. Drop a little, there we go. Yeah, man, drop a little, little fake bomb, hey, man, I'm gonna, I'm thinking about, getting me a little food truck. Yeah, I wanna do that. Woo. Yeah, man, I'm gonna start, da. Man, you working on something completely different. And then some goofy comes out with a food truck. Caught you. That's it. Verbal jiu-jitsu, man. It's that's what it really is. Man, you hit nail on the head. It's psychological warfare. Man, we're in a spiritual warfare, people. A spiritual war. Spiritual warfare. We're in a spiritual war. Your soul right now is being tested by these people, by these evil ass, low vibrating ass people, man. Man, it's crazy. What you have to do is just learn to keep your energy to yourself. Stop sharing your energy with everybody. This is how I look at it, and this is the reality of it. We're all our own little universe, and we can't keep colliding. Sometimes there's people that we can get along with, you know what I mean, and some people that we just can't universally. We just can't. Nothing against them. They're just not kind of made for us to really work with. And you got to know that vibe. When you feel it, that energy, the energy's not off, man, roll. I don't care how she looks. I don't care what she's saying. Because a narcissist going to love bomb you in the beginning. I'm telling you, that chick's going to do whatever you want her to do. She's going to be smiling in your face. Woo, woo, woo. That's right. Most of these people are not even stars. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, well, I know what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. They could be a star to somebody else. But for me, you know, as a young man, you're not really looking into personalities. You're just going off of physical. And that's how these female narcissists can really win you over. Like, because they look really good. And most of them, I mean, I don't know. I guess there could be ugly ones too. But I've only encountered, like, pretty narcissists. Like, all of them are, like, pretty in their own way. Like, they're all bad. Like, all three of my last three of my exes pretty much, last three, yeah, are narcissists. You know, and they're all bad in their own way. You know, and they use their physical body, you know, or their face to get what they wanted. You know, and then they're the biggest Karens you'll ever see. They can crocodile tears, alligator tears, what they call it. They can just turn them things on and off like it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Like fool you, turn, you know, you against people that you don't even know, turn them against you. They got to be the one that's always like the narcissist is always the person that's the center, right? Like that's how you can normally tell a narc, because a regular person, this one man said, nail on the head. So you done been there. You done been in battle. A man done been in a battle and come out the other side, because when you've been in a battle, you know about how they drain your energy. You can feel your life force being drained from you. You know what they're doing? They're slowly trying to become you, right? So to their friends and family, they're portraying themselves as you. Your talking points, the way you act, all that stuff, they're portraying themselves as you. And then what they're trying to do is make you look bad to everybody, because they can't let the original live. The original can't live, because if you go around their friends and family, they're going, wait a minute, you was talking like, oh, wait a minute, that's really him? Ah, you fake ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, they don't want that to be found out. So what they got to do is, they got to like, try to make you look crazy, whatever, make you feel crazy. Man, we'll be doing good, you'll be doing good, and they'll just like throw a bomb in the middle of everything, and then, you know, just watch you just sit in the back like, what you gonna do, what you gonna do? Yeah, and then if you don't act the way you're supposed to, yeah, I told you it was crazy. Look, see how you reacted to that? See? That's what they do. That's what they do. You can't never have no moment of peace, because if you have peace, you're gonna think about what situation you're in, how they're treating you. You're gonna think like, man, what happened to me? You know, because they go after like great people, man. They just do it. They just do it. They're intuitive people. They got gifts, right? They just use them for evil, right? They have gifts. They're very intuitive. They just choose to like take advantage of people. You know, the soul ain't right, or it's not there. You know, it ain't quite right. You know, and they think it's normal. And normally it comes from like they had like a narcissist parent, and like I'm gonna make a video about the narcissist parent. It's really hard to like fight becoming what, you know, your parents are. It's hard. You know what I mean? You're gonna end up being your parent, you know, most of the time. And if they're a narc, then you might end up being a narc. But you have to know what the signs are, so you can fight against that and stop it if you are. But most of the time they have like a narc parent. And that narc parent, you know what I'm saying, they turn the kids against each other. You know, that narc parent, they want you to do things the way they want you to do them. And if you don't do them that way, they'll punish you. And they have these weird punishments, right? These weird punishments. Most of the time it's silent treatments, you know, but it'll be something else too. They'll find a way to hinder you from doing what you want to do. It'll be some weird ass punishment, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'll make a video about narc parents, but most of these people that you're running into with these personality disorders, they're narcissists, you know, not tendencies, but just like straight up narcissists. And you can always tell, because if some emotional situation comes up, they won't have any empathy. They won't have any empathy for it. My dude, man, I don't know how many narcs you've had. Toxicity of a narcissist and toxic community. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. See, that's what happened to me, right? So she comes running to me, one of my exes, and we're not gonna be specific because they think, you know, they can sue me for whatever. You know, I ain't mention no names, you know. But come running to me, you know, when I first met her. Oh, my ex is so violent. He does this and that. And I wouldn't even listen to the dude. I didn't give the dude a chance to even like tell me his side. He could have been a cool ass dude. But see, the narc, that's what they do. They keep these divided. They got to be the victim so they can move on to their next victim. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they're just gaslighting you. And me, especially being a veteran, and my hero complex that I have to, you know, look deep inside and figure out why, you know, I did, but I hadn't before. Why do I have this hero complex? Why am I trying to save everybody all the time? But that's what they do. They can see it like, oh, okay. You know, because if you have no empathy, and the narc can't get you. But if you have empathy and you're like trying to save everybody and save people, man, you're the perfect victim. You know, like you said, men, we have that, we want to protect and all that good stuff. So if they coming at you like, oh yeah, my ex is beating my ass, and, you're just like, all right, I got you, you know, da 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 da. Man, we don't know. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop doing that, man. We got to stop listening to everything they be saying to us. We have to assess the situation with discernment. Like, all right, let me talk to him when you're not around. Like, if he's okay with doing that. And dude was okay with that. I never did it. I never did it, you know, and because of that situation, I never knew his side. He could have told me some stuff that could have saved me, you know, but she got to keep me away. You see what I'm saying? Like, they got to keep you away from people that can warn you. Yeah, yeah, they will. And when he says, use the hero complex to break you, they'll guilt you. You know, gaslight, and they'll guilt you. There'll be a situation or a scenario. Oh, well, you cheated on me and you owe me, and how you gonna cheat on me? It's never been the same since you. Knowing the whole time they doing the same doggone thing. If you know what I'm saying? You know, because before they discard you, you know, for new fuel, trust and believe that they've already like got that person, groomed that person. You know, because when they start getting ready to discard you, man, they detach themselves. And I guess they feel like you're just some animal. You can't tell when someone's attaching themselves from you. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it. They just attach themselves. They think they're smarter than you. A narcissist will always think they're smarter than you. It don't matter what you've got to prove your education. It don't matter what they don't have. They always think they can out, because the whole time they're trying to scheme. So it's, you know what I'm saying? You know. So I mean, this is just like I said. I'm just putting some information out to the chosen ones, man. I'm trying to bring awareness. You know, I can easily just be out here working out like I do on TikTok. You know, like doing whatever, bouncing my chest stuff. But I mean, that's for TikTok. I'm just, look, YouTube, you know, people coming on here, I want you guys to just, you know, be aware, you know, because you can have your whole life together and be on a path, and you get hooked to a narc and it's over. And you know, by the time they discard you, they think that they've done taken everything from you. Because if you pay attention to that narc, like in the beginning, they're love bombing you and stuff. They're learning you. They're learning what you like listen to. They're learning like what pisses you off, what makes you happy, what you want from a woman, what you dislike from a woman. They're learning you, right? So they can be all those things, and they can take that away from you. And then you're trying to get it back the whole time, and there's no getting it back, because she's giving that already to somebody else. You know, but she's playing with your emotions, and like her being able to play with your emotions makes her happy, because when you're happy, she's not happy. You know what I'm saying? He or she. But, you know, she can, as long as she's playing with your emotions and you're unhappy, then she's happy. He or she's happy. You know what I'm saying? In my case, I deal with women, so, you know. And you know, and it's weird, because you'll be doing everything you can to make that, what you think traditionally makes people happy. That's not what makes them happy. What makes them happy is you being miserable, you know, and being confused, you know, so they can just do whatever, you know, what they're doing is slowly taking you, you know, taking everything from you, destroying your credit, possibly, destroying your image to everybody, definitely, trying to make you dependent on them, you know, and it could be through doing basic stuff like laundry, going to get groceries, stuff, but they want to feel like before they discard you that you're dependent on them, you know, take your independence from you, what they think they're doing, right? And then they'll discard you, because they might want to come back depending on if it doesn't work out with the other person, or things don't go the way they want them to, or just to come and mess with you a little bit. You know what I mean? You know, so I'm just trying to bring awareness. As long as you know what you can end up getting into, and like, you know, you meet somebody new and they seem like they got the same thing going on as you, it could be a narc trying to learn you. You know? And what you have to do is like look for certain things. They have no empathy. They can try to fake the empathy in the beginning, but if you get like 2 layers deep or something like that, man, that narc's gonna fall apart. Like if you start talking too much about having empathy for a situation or something like that, that narc's gonna like look cold. They're not gonna be able to hide it. Not gonna be able to hide it. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Your misery is their delight. Yep. You see how like manipulative that situation, like if you're just like a regular person and you're not used to this level of manipulation, you see how that could probably really mess you up. Like, see, I'm a vet, so like I know warfare. So I guess, you know, he, or you know what I mean, not he, I guess she thought, you know what I'm saying, that if I don't know, if I just mess on his PTSD, then he'll just, I don't know, like freak out, break down, and I can just take him from him, who he was, and then just tell everybody, man, he just got all these problems. Woo, 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 whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they'll, like you said, they'll gaslight and they'll manipulate the situation. Like she would always, like towards the end, everything was my fault. Man, I think this person even told me, I'm remembering it like late last year, like I wish you die or something like that. And when she said it, because words are spells, right? So when she said it, she's casting spells on me, man. Like she's literally like, die, die, die. Like that's what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, man, look, that shit's wicked. And you're walking around that energy, man. Like people don't understand, like energy's real. Walking around that, man. Look, you gotta just, you can wait for the discard. You can get going on your own. You want to be able to put a batter in your back. Yes, exactly, exactly. And if they're in a family full like a hive of narcissism and narcissists, then they're fighting all the time with each other, trying to be alpha narcissists, and then they're destroying whoever they're with. You can always tell. It's always whoever's with a narcissist. That person is never the person they used to be. And I'm not sitting here saying that it's all the narcissist's fault. I mean, you're an adult. If you see something's not right, you should leave. You know what I mean? And that's what you should do. I mean, that's what I do. That's what I did. You should just leave. Just leave. But I mean, if you don't, and you're stuck in that situation, it's really your fault. There's plenty of information out there. If you feel like something's not right with someone, just start Googling stuff and looking stuff up on these social media accounts. I mean, social media apps. And somebody's going through this, guarantee you the same thing you're going through, and you'll hear certain signs that are exactly what you're going through. Yeah, well, I mean, I got discarded. I wasn't smart enough to leave before. I knew it was happening. So I had the intuition enough to see her detaching herself from me, because we've been together for a very, very long time. So I could feel her detaching herself from me. And I'd had that, and I've been blessed enough to have it happen to me one time before in an older relationship where I had a narcissist who used me to just like have clout until she went off to college, and then she discarded me like it wasn't nothing. And I remember like she discarded me the second time, but the first discard, I begged her to stay. I literally begged her to stay, and I like lost all like a little bit of respect for myself, begging her to stay. And then a month later, she left anyway. So I'm like, okay. So when I realized this person is the same as that person, when I got discarded for that 30 plus days, I'm just like, okay, well, I know where this is gonna go eventually. I'm gonna get permanently discarded. So I just rolled out. I didn't have any money, man. I had nowhere to go. I didn't plan it. I didn't have nothing planned. I just left. Because if you're with somebody for a long time, I mean, it's one thing if you're dating them, but you're with somebody for a long time and y'all are married or whatever, like, even if you're not married, but like, you know what I'm saying, going on like, 7, 8 plus years, and they start acting funky, and like out of nowhere, and you can tell that they're like probably messing with somebody else in some type of way, man, you better let that motherfucker go. Man, that motherfucker got no heart for you. And there was other signs too. She definitely did me a favor. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, I'm a veteran. Well, what happened was like, this narcissist like kind of like money. So I was a veteran. I was making 100,000 working, and then I stopped working and trying to do something on my own. I'm sure that while I'm thinking about it, while I was going at work, she was probably doing stuff, because I'm like, well, I was making pretty good money on my own outside of working after I stopped working in 2019, but I was home all the time. And see, before I was working like 10 hours, so I was gone all the time. So I'm starting to think that she was doing a whole lot. And it seemed like I was bothering her being around. You know what I mean? And then it kept getting worse and worse. And she was causing situations to try to cause a divorce or something. And like when I realized something weird was going, like I just realized, I woke up and I was like, when I stopped working, I woke up and I was like, nah, man, we're gonna start splitting these bills. I didn't wait. I waited till like, the beginning of this year. I was like, nah, we're gonna split these bills, and where's your money at? And what's going on with it? Started asking questions. Next thing you know, a situation came up where somebody needed surgery or something like that in the family, and whoop, gone. You know what I mean? With the intent of being gone for like a couple, to a week, and then things cause, and they can say whatever. But that don't explain the conversations where she was calling me while she was up there talking about me cheating on her way back when we were just dating, boyfriend and girlfriend. We're married. Been married for like 3 years. Like, what are you talking about? I ain't never cheated on you while we're married. The fuck you talking about? What are you doing? You know, you ain't bringing that back here to me. I'm supposed to play boo boo the fool for you? No. No, man. No. When they start talking crazy, like, oh, you cheating on me and what? And one thing, you know what I'm saying? I might not come back. I might be gone for 3 months. And what? But I don't give a shit if it was 20 years, man. You better let them go. They don't care about you. Yeah, man, without a doubt. This person was sabotaging the relationship in so many different ways. I mean, it's just a cloud of confusion. We had these dogs. I don't get into that, man. But I mean, I'm constantly breaking up the dogs. You know, her kid is having problems in school. She's turning the kids on me, trying to turn my kid on me, trying to make it seem like I'm the one irritated all the time while she's not cleaning up none of the house and I'm cleaning up behind dogs and the kids. And it was a mess. She tried to have me so, and what she tried to do was make it so that everything was so bad it would all fall. But I'm just so good at multitasking because I'm a veteran. She couldn't do it. She couldn't do it, so she just said, fuck it, I'm running away. Like, oh, we splitting bills, and I got to be held accountable for my money, and gone. And then it's like, you know, then I get gang stalked, you know, by her narcissist family. I get gang stalked. I'm tired of this, and her mom comes at me on my social media, coming at me like, she was here for me, and I had, this woman right here has been causing problems in their kids' lives, all that I know of, since I've been with her. And prior, the kid, you know, the daughter telling me, right? So this alpha narcissist, this black widow narcissist, who's really the problem of everything. If you look at like what's going, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's sad because if I had a black widow narcissist around me, I'm not gonna let you to, listen, if you ain't married, you're not giving me no advice about marriage, period. If you're not married, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna tell me what I got. I mean, and that was my problem. I had a narcissist, and I don't want to listen to nobody telling me what I had. If I listen to somebody and I'd have figured out she's a narcissist, but in my opinion, if you're not married, don't talk to me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even want to hear so much. Like, I chose her, or whatever. She was listening. A narcissist listens to everybody because they worry about everybody's opinion of them. So if I'm not reflecting her properly or whatever, and I'm asking questions like I'm talking about, you know, splitting, you know, bills and stuff like that, and she's already grooming someone else, might as well just take a chance, whatever you're grooming. You know, I've done my extensive research on this narcissism, and I've seen a lot of signs throughout the relationship. Like, oh, that. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, she did that. You know, so you just start piecing things together. Love yourself. You know what I mean? Love yourself. And these are just signs of, you know, narcissists, you know, how they'll, like, just take your whole life from you. Let me go back and look and see what you said right here. Man, this man right here is preaching. When I was making over 100,000 and we're boyfriend and girlfriend, and I'll be cheating, you know what I mean? I'll cheat. I ain't gonna lie, I'll cheat. She wasn't going nowhere. Yeah, I mean, truth be told, she even said, hey, you know, it turns me on a little bit. I'm just gonna put it out there, whatever. You know, then all of a sudden we get married and I ain't making that money and we're splitting bills, and it's like, cheating on me back. You were cheating too! What are you talking about? You forgot? You made yourself forget? Man, and they do, this is what else they do. They'll do like little weird stuff to mess with you all day long to just take your energy. She would do the weird, they do these things to just drain you. Man, she did this thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, she would just come up on me and just like start flicking my nipples and stuff. And like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Or like I'll be in the kitchen or something and she come behind me and try to like run her whole hand down my ass. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I don't want none of that shit. I don't know what you're doing. We do, yeah. You know, like, man, look. That's emasculation. You know what I mean? That's all that is. It's a way to devalue you so that you ain't even comfortable in your own doggone skin. She didn't think I'd pick up on none of that shit. Man, she knew what that shit was, man. She knew what she was doing. Man, I done seen some TikToks where chicks are emasculating dudes, like running their hand, trying to run their hand on their crack and stuff, man. That's emasculation. That's a certain dominance, man. That's trying to assert dominance on you. If you any kind of dude, you're gonna understand it right off the bat and see the chicks you can't dislike. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. And we done told somebody, hey, look, I don't know, because I guess her boyfriend likes it. Her side boyfriend liked it. You know, I don't, go to your side boyfriend. I'm your husband. I don't know what none of that junk is. Like, get gone. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Man, you know, I don't know if you're looking at TikTok, but I mean, the repeated doing it, you know, to emasculate you, that's all that it is. Try to take you out of your masculine frame, you know, accepting shit that you know damn well. I ain't never, no. No, what do you keep doing? No. Every time you get mad, every time you flip out, they keep doing it. It's to break you. Slowly. Just break you. It's the weirdest shit, man. You just be sitting there like, why we can't just never have a moment of like peace? Why do you keep coming around and just messing the energy up some type of way? Because that's what they do. They can't have peace if you're having peace. Exactly what she's trying to do, you know. And to these younger cats, I feel sorry for them, because you know you can tell, like, you know, when they're, you know what I mean, like, I've seen some of these young dudes, man, running around here looking real feminine, man, because they probably being emasculated regularly by a narcissist, not like a woman, but like a narcissist woman, like a whole different situation. And they be acting real, you know, and you gotta be real careful, man. You gotta stay in your frame, because they're being trained how to emasculate and how to butt break and everything like that through TV and social media and stuff like that. So if her mind is not right to be your queen and to be down for you, and she's all this woman king stuff, and you know, not interpreting feminism the right kind of way, and she's a narcissist looking to be the victim, then you're fucked. You're fucked. You better get up out of there, man, if you want to still be a man. You know what I mean? I'm just being real. Like the level of narcissism, and like these narcissists nowadays, like, it's like they have a training course or something, you know. I mean, I'm a two-time war veteran, worked for the White House, outgoing, everything like that. Now all of a sudden I'm an introvert and all this other stuff. Man, look, they try to just take what they think what they're doing. By the time they discard you, is they've taken so much from you to where there's nothing left to take. They don't know, like, sometimes some people like me, we don't tell you everything we know. You know what I mean? I don't trust nobody like that, right? So me being a combat war veteran, knowing how to survive, and being in the trenches for 2 years, out in war, like, you don't know nothing about that. So I didn't tell you about that, and I don't tell nobody about that, because that survival side of me don't need to be told. So I don't know when I'm gonna need it again, and I don't want to use it against me, right? So you don't know nothing about how whenever I'm in my deepest of my trenches, that's when I come out the most. When I'm in my worst, like when you put me in the worst situation, that's when I thrive the most. Two years in Iraq, come back and work for the White House. Work for the White House, dealing with all that stress, going gray, and then get out and become a cybersecurity engineer without a degree. See, when I'm put under pressure, like, that's when I become the best me. So when you thought you broke me for almost 10 years, and you thought you discarded me, man, you made me into the best version of me, to where I have more empathy for people, and I love people more than ever, okay? And God got me, and I know it. And I've been through too much without too many. The only scars I got are the scars I got on my arm when I stopped loving myself, being a doggone, trying to be a good husband for a narcissist, you know, end up in a dogfight. That's all I know. Other than that, there's no scars on me. I've been to war twice when I was loving myself. See, that's what happens when you deal with these narcissists, man. Don't forget who you are. Don't never forget who you are. You better love yourself. I'm just working out with you guys while also doing my conversation with you guys about narcissism. I'm going to tell you something else too. Like therapy, you know what I mean? Everybody needs it. Everybody needs to get a little bit of therapy, man. We all got these different childhood traumas and stuff, man, that we need to get past, you know, because hurt people. You know, so we got to like get past all that stuff before we're trying to start something new. That's right, sir. Love yourself first. Love yourself first, man. Man, I was with this person. I was shriveling up. Health was getting bad, man. Left arm be tingling and stuff sometimes. I was like falling apart, man. I was going gray, going bald. I got rid of that situation, hair's gonna come back, man. I'm looking younger, man. I'm like, my body's filling in, like that love for self's gonna come back because that's what they do. You're their battery, you know? So you're just source, your battery. So they need source to be in a closet. You know what I mean? So they can go in there and they just drain that source and then shut the door again and, you know, live their best life. You can't be happy. Yes, sir. I've done bounce back. I've already done risen. I'm a Leo, man. I've already done risen. I just have to let it manifest into reality. But inside, man, I'm the best version of me. I love myself. I'm already a millionaire. It has to manifest. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I've been trying to get is manifested. Everything is just taking this time to manifest. But it's coming. That's right. Put your own batter in your back. That's right, man. That's right. And, you know, I'll never do it again. Don't ever give anybody like even like simple stuff to do for you. Like, you know, taking out the trash or getting your groceries or whatever, because you don't know why they're doing that. You don't know. You just do it yourself. Or y'all do it together. You know what I mean? That's it. You know, don't never like sit back and let somebody just like do stuff for you. Don't do that stuff, man. Keep doing what you were doing before you met them. You know? And something else. You know, normally, I hate to say this, but a narcissist is somebody you're going to constantly be upgrading. Exactly. And everything you was doing before them, you was doing on your own anyway. So do everything. And that narcissist, like I was saying, that narcissist is going to continuously need to be upgraded. Like, don't upgrade nobody. Man, you take somebody as is. When you start upgrading somebody, don't be surprised when they try to upgrade to somebody else. Because they're not even the same person that they were when they met you. So you've done all this work upgrading them, trying to make them into the best version of what you think is the best version of themselves, and they become something that don't even recognize you as somebody that they want. Don't upgrade nobody. Take them as is. So I'm not settling anymore unless I meet somebody as is on the level I want them to be. Not looking, because there's a problem with us chosen ones, man. We'll look for the good in anybody. Man, we'll see somebody, you know what I'm saying? We'll be like, well, you know, I can do this, you know, and I can teach them this and that, and then don't know. Leave them right where they at in the dirt. Leave them right there. That's where they're supposed to be. It ain't your job to play God. That's what they're supposed to be. You know? And then when you start putting your energy into them, and then they start draining your life and become this great version of themselves, and then they're like killing you, it's your fault. It is your fault. Don't blame nobody else. Don't go around being the captain, save a hold of everybody. Save yourself. Save yourself. Yep. Every relationship I've been in the past 3, well, not the one, that Megan chick, she was, you know, a narcissist on her own, but like the last 2, I was upgrading them, you know, like trying to, you know, build a wife or whatever, man. You building a wife for somebody else, you know, like, because I'm telling you, like he said, like they'll start sabotaging the relationship because they want out. I mean, sometimes, you know, you got to take responsibility. Sometimes you can put such a burden on somebody because you're so great and they're just not on that level. And after a while, they just cannot maintain your level of excellence, and they just want to get out. You know, there's that happens sometimes too. You know, but you will get those narcissistic women that'll get in a relationship with you and just start sabotaging it, just trying to make you look bad while still trying to take what they can from you. You know, become you, try to ruin your reputation and your friendships with your friends. They'll try to be a better friend to your friends than you are. And then your friends will be telling you, man, there's something weird about that person. You'll be like, nah, she's good. I'm like, nah, she's a whole weirdo. Like, they're not telling me why she's a weirdo. Maybe when I'm not around, she's flirting with them. Or maybe when I'm not around, she's doing something crazy and weird, but they don't want to be disrespectful to me. They know how I am, you know? So I was always warned about her. I can't sit here and say I wasn't. I was always warned. Hey, man, like, something ain't right about her. Like, hey, she ain't the same way when you ain't right. Or, man, I just feel like, you know, and I just like, nah, man, you know, she's good, you know, you don't understand her, da 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 da. Man, look, if you have any friends in your life, you gotta listen to them sometimes. What are they there for if you're not gonna listen to them? What are you having them around you for? Thank you, Lester. Thank you. I'm just trying to bring a little bit of awareness because even a narcissist might not know they're a narcissist. And maybe if you bring awareness, then maybe they can go see help and they can recognize their behavior and they can try to change. I'm not saying that I don't think they can, but they can try. You know, if they're a certain age. There's a certain age of narcissists, but I don't think you close in on 50, you might as well just hang it up, man. You just gonna be that for the rest of your life. You know. But you might have like a narcissistic family member, close friend. They're gonna always hate on you. They're gonna say weird stuff to you. Like you're gonna be like wanting to do stuff. And you have these great ideas, and you're gonna be like, hey, I wanna da 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 da. And they're gonna be like, oh, and it's gonna be this real dry face. You sure about that? You see what I'm saying? Like to just sow that little seed of doubt, just to throw that out there, right? Why are you bringing that up? But what do you mean? Then you're gonna say, well, what do you mean? Well, see, now you've already done fallen into the trap. You've fallen into the trap. You've allowed them to project what they feel about whatever you're doing into your world. Why are you doing that? Who cares what they think? Let them think whatever they want. So when they come at you and they say something like, I don't think that's going, you sure about that? And then you be like, yeah, I am. And you walk off. Because it's a lure to get you to ask them their opinion. And a narcissist needs for their opinion to be heard. That's why they're overly invested in what you're doing. A narcissist always is overly invested in what you got going on. You need to be paying more attention to them and what they got going on. No. They're going to be overly invested in what you have going on. Having an opinion on what you have going on that you didn't ask for. You know, so you'll be sitting here like, first of all, you'll be like, that level of opinion of what I just told you about, how long have you been thinking about this? It's just, I'm a different kind of person. When people say things to me, I think about why they said it. I don't always listen to what they're saying. Well, I do. I listen to what they're asking me. But I always wonder, like, why did you ask me that? You know, like when I'm on live on TikTok and someone jumps in the chat, they're like, go put a shirt on. I don't get offended. Like, I'm just like, why did you need to jump in my live for that attention? Like, what's going on with you that you need attention? Like, who's, you know what I'm saying? Like, who got you deprived to where you need to jump in a random live and tell somebody what to do in their live? That's what I think about, right? Because the narcissists and these toxic people, they want you to think about whatever they're saying to you in their face. They're hurting on the inside. They are hurting, man. They are in pain. And see, like when you heal and everything, or, you know what I mean, you've never been affected by a narcissist or a toxic person, then your energy's right? So, and you're vibrating high, and they don't know how to live like that. They most of the time don't know how to live by themselves. They're like super codependent. I don't think people talk about that enough. But a narcissist, I don't know any that are independent. They always run somebody's life too much. Their parents' life too much, their kids' life too much. They're completely codependent. That's another sign right there. People aren't talking about that enough. Narcissists are codependent. They are not independent people. If you know a narcissist, think about them throughout their history. They've never been alone. And when they're living by themselves, are they on the phone all day long with other people? Because that's still a form of codependency. You see what I'm saying? Like, see, I could just be in my house meditating or whatever for hours, you know, or I could be working out, listening to some music for hours because I love myself. I know God's in me. And when you know God's in you, when you got that love, right? You don't need external nothing, right? So once you have that, it's done. That's why you see me shining like it's done. I'm not looking for external nothing. It's all in here, right? So now that that's done, and I ain't got to worry about looking for it from nowhere else, anyone fake in my life or fake around me, I can see it. The veil has been lifted. So when you're being fake around me, I can see it. And you know what? They can tell I can see it. And it bothers them. They don't know why. It's like, because I just be looking at them. I don't be blinking, you know, and they know I'm analyzing what they're saying. They're scared to talk around me because they're going to end up saying how they really feel because I'm that kind of person. You know, I'm going to say the right things and it's going to trigger you to say exactly how you feel. And then I'm going to be like, gotcha, Narc. Got you. You selfish as fuck. You ain't worried about me. You know what I mean? Whatever you doing this for is for you. And whenever it's served its purpose and it's done, now I got to deal with all this passive aggressiveness. It's passive aggressive everything. They walk around you with lips tooted out. They'll play a silent game. They'll punish you some type of way. They'll punish you. They'll take away something that they were doing for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't be happy people do stuff for you. They'll just take it away from you, right? And you just be like, is that serious? See, like it's their ego is their everything. It's their downfall. Their ego is so bad. That's why they can't learn nothing right. Because if it's coming from a source that they don't respect properly, then they're just not gonna know. It's not gonna register, right? You know what I mean? These narcs, man, like the ego runs everything. The ego runs everything, you know? And when you heal or when you write, you know what I'm saying? The ego is nothing. If you need to, you can dip into the ego, but the ego is absolutely nothing. You're humble, you know who you are, and you know that people are gonna have an opinion about you no matter what. It can be good, it can be bad, but what you have to understand is you don't let no one else's energy affect you, right? Nothing. Man, you're the God in your own reality. You manifest everything in your, so you only let anybody else, see that's the problem. Everybody lets everything project onto them, the TV, the radio, the celebrities, the family members, and you're letting all this stuff that's lay on top of you, building all this bullshit matrix on top of you yourself. When you should be pursuing your wildest dream and not focusing on nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But you get caught up in all this other side bull crap. No, man, like have a dream. Focus on your dream, put God first, put love first, be nice to everybody you can, but get away from everybody that's toxic to you. If they're not adding to you, then they're taking away from you. There is no neutral. Understand, okay? There's no neutral, all right? And hurt people hurt people. So if you already broken, man, take some time to heal before you jump into a relationship with somebody and break them or hurt them or whatever. And a lot of people are broken or hurt and they're jumping in relationships with other people and they're hurting those people. And then they're projecting that onto them and they're going around hurting somebody else. Okay? So it needs to be a lot of like self-reflection. We need to like get out of this goofy, hyperactive, you know, like sexual crap, man. This body count. I mean, women not worried about the body count no more and stuff. Like, you ain't gonna find, hey, this is gonna be a phase. And when that phase is over, and you done been through war, and you got all these bodies, and you done said a lot of stuff on the internet, when you trying to get that good guy, man, you trying to, that stuff's all gonna be able to be brought back in 4K, okay? You know, and it's go, you know, vice versa, you know, man whoring too much or whatever, you know, but, you know, most of the time, I ain't gonna lie to you, your money's right as a dude. And it's just the truth be told. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm just saying, you know, but if you're out here just doing whatever you want to do and all this, and that's cool. I mean, maybe you can find some guy that'll take that, but it ain't gonna be the kind of guy you really want. Let's be real. You ain't gonna end up with no guy you really want when you're able to brag about your body count and all this other crazy stuff like that. You end up with somebody that you feel like take care of things, but you ain't got that dude that you really want. Ain't no dude gonna really, come on now. Come on. Man, I got ops, and I appreciate, you know, them giving me the views anyway. Man, I have people that hate on me so much, they'll like come into my chats. I'll be on TikTok having weirdos talking in the chat, just saying crazy stuff. I had to get moderators, which I had moderators before I started it, right? I'm not stupid, right? But I'm glad I did. I got snipers in there, man. Like, my snipers be like, as soon as you get in there and get goofy. But it's crazy, man. When you be on the rise, man, these goofies, these toxic people, these narcissists, they'll come out anywhere, man. You know, and I know that some of them are like some fake accounts because I had screenshot them and looked them up, right? They're fake accounts, so it's probably my ex. So, I mean, like, you left, but you're still finding time to possibly mess with me, right? Now, I don't have no proof this is her, but it's some stuff that she would do, right? So, I'm just like, why are the fake accounts? Why bother me? You left. Go do what you want to do. You know, it ain't never good enough, man. Like, they want your soul. They want your soul. That's why I go with them and keep going them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because if you don't and you back down, they'll run you over. They'll try to find out where you live at. They'll try to show up. But if you show them, I'll take it as far as you want to take it. I'll take it further than you want to take it. I have no problem with it. Whatever you want to do, let's do it. You know, let them know, you know, then they'll back down because they're really fake as hell. They're cowards. they're not going to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all talk. But you need to go ahead and let them know that you're not all talk. You will follow through. You will do what you got to do, get your jobs together, save your money up, get a lawyer, an attorney, it's super expensive, and go with them. And go with them. You're not taking their threats lightly. You know what I mean? You're paying attention to everything every day. You on your own. You got yourself together. You're able to focus every day. You got a plan, right? That's how you beat the narcissist right here. I'm telling you. I'm telling you in every kind of way how to beat them. You know, and don't never tell anybody what you're doing. I'm gonna bring it back to the beginning, right? Don't tell anybody what you're doing. Don't tell anybody what you're doing. Man, stop telling people what you're gonna do. Man, there's narcissists on YouTube. Y'all don't understand. They think y'all be thinking everybody on YouTube is your buddies. Yeah, I know I said this before, but I'm gonna bring it back to this because it's so much fakery. Y'all need to understand, like, that fake stuff is over. Like, celebrities going down, everything. This fake stuff, being fake, you're done. If you don't have no kind of authenticity, like, you're done. If you can't be original, you're done. Ain't nobody gonna keep watching that crap, man. Come on. You running around copying everybody. You know how many narcissists on YouTube, man? You have somebody to straight up come to your face and fake it and then steal everything you have, idea-wise, and then just go to their channel and do whatever. And then keep coming back to you. Eating off your plate. And not see nothing wrong with it. A narcissist tell you something like, well, you know, it's a form of flattery to copy. No, the fuck it ain't. Not to like a Leo, not to somebody like me. Don't copy me. You know what I mean? That's lazy. To me, that's being lazy. Come with your own work. That's why I like TikTok. That's why I like TikTok. TikTok, man, you could be a nobody. Put some original content out and it just blow you up, right? And you can be a nobody and the algorithm will spread you out, right? Like, they encourage you to be original. Unlike YouTube, where this crap is encouraging you to copy paste everybody. Or when you see some original stuff going on, copy it. On TikTok, they don't encourage you to copy it. They encourage you to duet, stitch, collabo with them, right? It ain't dog eat dog like that over there. Shit's goofy over here, man. You know, people coming in and just, you know, and that's why I'm not here for no YouTube politics. So I will flip the game upside down on top of his head, man. I'll come at this thing a whole different way to where it can't be copied. And if it is copied, you know who the daddy of it is, okay? Like, you can't do what I do. You can't do what I do. I've had months to think about this. Months. I mean, I got ops, got haters. Nothing's gonna stop me. If you're out there watching right now and you're one of my haters, hey, I love you too. I love you too. Keep hating, because I'm gonna keep manifesting off that hate. You keep hating, man. You helping me out. You do your worst. You're doing your worst. You're doing your best. Still not gonna be good enough. Not gonna stop me. You're not gonna stop me. You're not gonna stop me. You're gonna fuel me. That's all you're gonna do. Does it look like you stopped me? Do I look like I'm weaker? Do I look like I'm a little bit stronger? Stop playing. Some people you just can't mess with. Some people God just don't want you messing with. Best shape I've ever been. Thank you. And I appreciate everybody, you know, stopping by. I've been going this for about 50 minutes, way longer than I thought I was going to be doing it, because I'm going live again on TikTok. I'm going to be on TikTok, going hiking, you know, so I'm going to send out, I'm going to share it, you know, if you're bored, you want to stop by, you want to support, I greatly appreciate you. I am going to be coming back on YouTube. Just give me some time, okay? I'm building here. I'm building. You're not watching, I'm building. I have a full plan, and it's going according to plan. So just sit back, relax, enjoy yourselves. I got a whole hustle on getting monetized on everything. And I got a surprise coming. So don't miss out. All right? Love y'all.